Hello, Steve Mills here and welcome to the Results Club. I'm here today just to give you a very brief outline of the club and what you get when you become a member. Now, just to clarify, one thing about the Results Club is that it is always being amended and improved and new content added. So when you actually log into the club, you'll find probably lots of extra content and ideas and ways and strategy. It might not look exactly like the video, in other words. So the big question is, what is the Results Club and why should you join? Well, for me, to sort of summarize that, I'd say that what the Results Club is an online training club to help small businesses to improve the effectiveness of their sales and marketing, and to help them to go from wherever they are right now to be able to get to a level where they 10 times their business. So, for example, if you're starting off in business right now and you're a new business, perhaps you're even a one-man business, then being a member of the Results Club is all about getting you to that first 100 grand, to 10 times your results. I'm assuming you're turning over 10 grand at least, and you want to get to another level. If you're maybe a little bit more established and you're turning over 100 grand right now, then one of the most difficult things in business is to get to that first million. So that's what the Results Club's all about. And if you're like most of the business owners that I speak to, one of the biggest problems that they face, in fact the biggest problem that they face, is lead generation, probably followed fairly closely by lead conversion. Most business owners are expert at what they actually do in business, but not necessarily expert at how to sell and market their business and their products and their services. So that's really what you get. Now, the current price of membership is £30 per month, and for that you're going to get over 25 years of blood, sweat and tears and learning, and I've distilled the best of the best information that I've gleaned from spending time with the world's leading marketing and business minds and experts. And I've turned that into this online program. And I'd like, if I may, just to give you a quick sort of overview of it. So if we look down here, you can see here the introduction, and in here we've got the outline of the program and objectives and what we're trying to achieve. We then come into strategy, and we've got some really important parts there. It's very easy to sort of gloss over strategy and think, oh, just show me the tools, Steve, what do I need to do? But each of these videos in itself is incredibly valuable. We then go up to something we call business planning, which is pretty much about that. Then moving on to your website. So you can see here, as I just scroll down, each sort of element of your business, or certainly of your business's marketing, is covered in this. That's page 1. If we click over to page 2, we've got even more going through there. So we're not quite covering everything yet. This is new. We've just launched this program, and no doubt we're going to have many more new videos uploaded literally every week on an ongoing basis. So let me just show you an example of one of the programs. So what I'm going to do is just click in there and show you what you actually get. So this one's called JV Relationships, which, by the way, is one of my favorite forms of marketing. So you can see here when you open it up, you've got a brief description of what it's about. Some of them, although this one doesn't, over here has some sort of download, like a PDF, a report, a checklist, something like that you can download. And as you can see, I've not updated this yet. The program's not actually released as I'm producing this video. So trust me, I am this guy here. I am in all the recordings. There will be some recordings where I'm joined by somebody. I go and interview a leading expert, and I'm joined by them. And but basically, what you're buying into is myself. So let me just play you just a few minutes of it. You can see down here that this is a 10-minute 28 video, 10-minute 28 seconds, and I've purposely kept them all reasonably short because I know how much time matters, you know, and so most of the video, certainly I don't think there are any videos more than 20 minutes. Most of them are somewhere between 10 and 15 minutes. So you can hopefully afford the time in your day to get through at least one, perhaps two or three of these videos. So without further ado, let me just play you a few seconds.
Hello, Steve Mills here. Welcome to this week's Association of Prudent Marketing weekly email. Today I'd like to talk to you about an event that I attended over 20 years ago. It's amazing to believe it's been so long, but it was run by a guy called Jay Abraham. Now, Jay is pretty much known as one of the world's leading experts, if not the leading expert in the world in marketing. And so it was a bit tough at the time, to be honest. I had to raise nearly $4,000 to get me just to the event, and then I had the cost of travel and hotels and so on and so forth. So for me back then, that was a big stretch. But
Okay, so you get the idea. So I go on to talk about joint venture relationships and how Jay taught me this many, many years ago. But my point being the structure of it and how it works. So once you've done that, you can comment, hopefully say something nice about it, and you can therefore mark it as complete. I'm just going to go back there and take a look. Let's go back to the first page, shall we, to page 1. Where we can have a look at things. Now, there are a couple of ways of doing this. You could, if you wanted, just click the start button and that'll show you the first video, then the second, then the third, and you can work your way through it. Or you may want to do it in a way that you go, do you know what, right now our website is something we're really focusing on. So what I want to do is I want to start, looking at some of this stuff. What's remarketing? Let's go and look at that and find out how we can do that in our business. So that's really what it's all about. The cost of it is £30 a month. Now, I've priced this in a way that, if you can't get a good return on investment from this, then, boy, you really are struggling in your business, to be honest. So what I mean by that, by investing £30 a month, let's say over a couple of years' time, although you're not tied into this, you can stay as long or as short as you would like to. But let's say you stay for a couple of years, so you've spent a few £100 on this, and your return on investment could, I think, it could seriously help you to 10 times your business. Now, if your business turns over, 100 million, you're probably not going to get to a billion from this program. But if you're a small business and you're just starting off, there's everything that you need in this program to really, really make some difference and headway in your business. However, and this is an important fact, is it will only make any difference whatsoever to your business if you implement. Learning new stuff, being on this program, I can tell you now, is a total and utter waste of time until and unless you take action. Action is the key. It's doing something with what you know that will get you results. It's no use knowing how to do remarketing and then not doing it. You've got to actually take action and do it. So, I want to stress that because it is, in my opinion, incredibly important. And certainly one of the biggest mistakes that I see in marketing is that marketing just never gets done. Sales doesn't get done. We get busy and we don't have time to do it. And so, if that's you, I hope, to be honest, don't buy into the program. But if you're somebody who's serious about growing their business, you're willing to take action, you're willing to invest some time, effort, and money in your business, then the result you will get will be truly outstanding. So sign up, and I look forward to speaking to you again on the other side. Thank you very much for listening.